but thick as you are. Pay attention. The shape of an L on
You
your
seem tired.
forehead.
Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Sit, pumpkin. Pumpkin, sit. Firecracker, sit. Sit, firecracker.
But thick as...
Welcome back to Mango 3. I'm here. We're going to continue with Genshin Impact like we did the last couple days. We're continuing with Lunar New Year right where we left off. Sounds like game's already started. Over. There we go. All set up. All set up.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
There we go. Alright, so where we left off was Yip Tak, which is Gaming's father, was having a conversation with
Should we sit?
Sure.
and we were kind of letting him talk and going off and talking to John Lee, who suddenly showed
I'll
up.
catch up.
Funeral guy. He didn't know what was going on, but he had a bunch of interesting, good advice. They were fighting, kind of arguing.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Lip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time.
Ah, I saw that
A
ghost
ghostly
in the sky.
kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects.
Invited him.
It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for Lantern Rite.
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy, what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
And is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of finding out.
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into doing it for you? Paimon didn't ask earlier because the situation was, awkward.
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing.
The competition's not the important thing right now. Doesn't matter, we're gonna win either way.
Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like shell lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of relaxation.
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us how. We can teach you if you want.
There's no need. Menogias was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
Sure.
It's getting late. I should go inform Director Hu of our findings.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to say hi to her for us.
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
I'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming. You can go first. I don't have anything to say. Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor. Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea, or would you prefer something else to drink?
No need. I'm not tired.
They're gone, Master. Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan when recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familial love. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, One seems to have forgotten about Shenhe's various eccentricities. What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
Look at the look on his face.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe? How about we do something fun?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way. If that is what you ask of me,
You're right.
then that is what I shall do.
It's like, whoa.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen to that any longer. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around you. Your aunts, uncles, they'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from time to time.
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just think about it, okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these things to me before. But thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, Paimon sure hopes they've made up by now. Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. That's not a good sign. Did Xianyun's plan not work after all? Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep, let's go. I'll get the bags.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Is he taller than me, or is that just perspective? I'm supposed to be a kid. Okay. Need to grab him. Cat discovered trying to steal food. Say hello, pumpkin. Uh-oh. Wow. There's no food left to steal. You can go now. Wait. He's like, I'm gonna go check and make sure. That's Charlotte over there. Going backwards.
You must be Mr. Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way.
Mr. Ip.
My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course. Please follow me.
She's always asking for followers.
Is this person also involved in your plan?
Like and subscribe. What do you think? She's the very important client.
And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while your dad is still distracted.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything is going according to plan.
Gami's like, what?
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun is really something. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanka appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others. I still have a lot to learn.
As for the next step,
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gamin?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly. Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose more on my behalf. I'll pay you back right now.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be here if we didn't want to help, right? Just tell us about this idea of yours.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
Once again,
Got
not
it.
telling me
Just
what
leave it
it
to
is.
us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can attach it to our kite. Hello again.
Welcome back! I see you returned from your trip. I really do have to thank you for all your help from before. Thanks to you, my daughter was able to build a kite with her grandmother that very same day. She even wrote a long letter telling me how much she loved it.
Oh, you should really be thanking Gaming, not us.
I'll be sure to.
Are you here to buy a kite?
Please, take your pick.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of those, device thingies from Fontaine. Do you sell them separately?
Yes, here you go. Please, take it, free of charge. The directions are in the box. It's not hard to install at all.
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the kite flying competition. I'll be rooting for you.
All right, then. Thank you. It's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky.
Lantern Rite is beginning.
Chi-Chi, we're almost there. Okay.
Come here, allow me.
The Lantern Rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Something happened? What should we do?
It turned out all the
Should we get
lights,
the Millith?
so it's just lanterns.
What's that?
The dancer guy. Who is that? Is that Gumming? Is he standing on the water? Yep. Tells it that he does the sports thing. Ooh, I saw his dad there. Walking on water. Destroying on the lanterns. Kicking them out of the sky. I wonder, I find myself saying a quote that sounded like from the movie. And now they're doing this. I wonder if that was on purpose. Bet it was. Recording wrong.
Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind. Oh my gosh!
Molly, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
His dad bought a mask. Or a kite with the mask on it.
Garmin's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in. You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him. Oh, he's over there, talking to his dad. I think I'll head off now, if that's okay.
Thank you, little girl. Do you want us to walk you back?
No need, no need. Master is waiting for me right over there.
Escort goes anywhere.
I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wuxia dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Oh,
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad,
Son.
son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
yep. It's all because of you.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But you came all this way.
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together. Your treat, right?
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay, then I'm off. See you soon.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like
to find and thank Auntie Xianyun, as well as everyone else who's helped me out. If everyone has time, maybe we could all get together and go fly a kite.
Part 3 complete. Still part 4. Hustle muscle. You Paimon decide you have been at a loose end lately, so you decide to visit Chaoying Vision. You recommend that you do Animula Chiragi chapter first. Let's see if we have that. I wish there was an automatic tells you where they are. I probably didn't even have it enabled. I wonder if it's a story quest. It didn't give me any hints. Could be a Xianyun quest, because we just have these available now. Let's check and see what they call it. No, 1,000. I'd say let's go for it. Oh, I see we got a bot was trying to go here. Nice try.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
Well, let's do the claim before.
I'll catch up.
Ooh, look what we found here.
I don't get it.
Is something wrong, Shenhe? Tell me. Perhaps I can help.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily, so I thought this outfit would be acceptable to wear to work. But Xiangling told me it was inappropriate. But inappropriate? How?
She probably just meant the outfit isn't suitable for that particular environment and occasion. But for a festival gathering with friends, a nighttime stroll, or an important banquet, your outfit is more than appropriate, Shenhe.
So you're saying it's only something I should wear in front of important people?
I suppose that's another way to think of it. Add Astro. Thank you for complete. Add Astro.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go for it. I don't even know what quest we're doing it in Two days later at noon.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it? Planning on spending some time in Xiaoying Village? We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Hustle and bustle.
She could float around all day and never get tired. Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit! Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
I heard it too.
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Okay, let's go see what's up. You and Paimon make your way up the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make out, it's almonds this, cocoa paste that. Sounds delicious, that's for sure. The lively voice invigorates your steps and you ascend the mountain in no time.
My dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
It's just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
And to you.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too! Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain? And that voice we heard, that was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive. You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
That or your voice is just really loud.
Well, of course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
Sure is! Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain. There was something about almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
Perhaps. But the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right? After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I see, so it's not what you're shouting that matters, but the act of shouting itself.
Exactly. You get me, partner. I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
Speak for yourself.
When you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really. If I ever get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
As long as Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly, Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I'd prefer to keep things bottled up.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose. No need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
Who?
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? Farina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard. Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
That reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalet on the way here as well, but he was already on his way back, so they probably weren't together.
All the Farina people earlier.
Nervalet was here too?
So many people from
What was he
Fontaine.
doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
I think it just might have been, actually. But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
Didn't Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article. You know, just like you were.
My situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
You made a bet? Seems like a fitting gift.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing, but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business. In any case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalet even mentioned it earlier.
Sunglow tea. Buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Yes, that's the one.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Oh, that's right! Hu-Tao! A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village, so we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh dear. We've been chatting for quite some time. I'm sorry for keeping you.
No harm done, partner.
That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu-Tao.
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village later.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later!
See a group over here. There's Farina.
Chaoying Village is known for its tea, but you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks. Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here. Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing between Zhongli and Hu-Tao?
Judging based on the hat, I'd say so.
Wonder what they're talking about. Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village. Oh, or maybe Hu-Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Wanna make a bet?
Hey, this isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji. Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
And I vote for Hustler Hu-Tao.
Alright, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right. Good afternoon, Hu-Tao, Zhongli, and Farina! Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I have keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting.
Looks like someone's learned a thing or two from Zhongli. I must admit, I am a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler. But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over Teyvat, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected. Since we have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then. Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, it's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise. What I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration. There is definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier. Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit? No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean Hu Tao also knows? You may not have heard, friends, but... Miss Hu Tao. Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Ah, I win.
Yup.
You hear that, Paimon?
Okay, you win. Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
What's this about winning something? Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It was Paimon's idea.
We just saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
Oh, I see. That means you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Well, you know me.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
Paimon thought Zhongli was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me, right?
If that's the case, then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too. Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Fine, keep your secret stash.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl. As for the third bowl...
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
Buy you a bowl anytime you want.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask about the most important question. Did, something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangxiang Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no. Paimon is so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral? Miss Hu Tao is simply helping prepare some props for my film. Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
You might even call it a breath of fresh air. Or...
Hey! That's pretty good! I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
Oh, Paimon sees! That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Wangxiang Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest. I suppose it was meant to be.
It was a fated meeting indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh? Who was it?
It's someone you know. Wanna take a guess?
Let me think. It was no roulette. It was...
What? How did you guess that on your first try? Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
tell everyone about your encounter with Navia and Corin at the top of the mountain. One look at the pitiful expression on Farina's face is enough to convince you to leave out that part of the shouting.
Huh. Paimon never thought Neuvillette would be the type to get lost.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming would probably have been the fastest route of them all.
Were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu-Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know. So naturally, I also have a great sense of direction. But speaking of your friend...
What about him?
He doesn't get out much, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm pretty sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
I'm sure he does. You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
Is that so?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Unfortunately, no. At the time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Is that so?
Judging by how Zhongli's acting, and taking into consideration Neuvillette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? Oh, I see. It is what it is. That's truly a pity.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, with the Traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
That's right. He's got more friends than he knows what to do with.
I have a certain charm about me. I'm good with people.
Well, that's certainly true. Oh, that reminds me. If you get the chance, you should try and talk to Neuvillette into loosening up a bit. Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
Hey, there's a chest there.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
It does make sense.
Seems like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
He's the fair and impartial Eudex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork in Fontaine.
I've never heard of a demon that boring before. In my experience, a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
If I remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old. You're quite right, Miss Hu-Tao.
Oh? Traveler, Miss Farina, those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Oh, it's Navia and Clorand. Hey, over here!
We saw you all chatting over here, and we're wondering if we could join in.
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite. No apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine. Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
Everyone circles around you and begins to introduce themselves. Hu Tao's eyes light up when she hears about Chlorine's profession, but a quick explanation from Farina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina.
Oh, yes?
When are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
Oh, I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area. I imagine they'll be even harder to navigate after dark.
Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories. 8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams. Ooh.
She's gonna want an escort now.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
Of course.
Farina.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character. By the way, did I hear you mention that Chlorand used to work under you? Then you must have also been a leader at some point.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me. I prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Xiaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Well, we all had a good time.
Only the best! And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum? Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious, Paimon knows you'll love them.
Tea party, Lunar New
Ooh,
Year.
okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
You're not bringing home any souvenirs?
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me. A kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sijuin.
Chlorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
Well, one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey, I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
What about you, Farina?
Me? Oh, well, I bought some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird. Other than that, just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that. They should all be things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then.
Now Paimon's even more confused. If you bought that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets? Oh, actually.
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh, so that's what happened. Wait, what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon. Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
He even offered to deliver my gifts to the Fortress of Meripede for me once he's done with the day's work. Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Clorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
Wow, he seems like a real gentleman. Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought. If only the funeral parlor had an employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
He looks over at John.
Right, Zhongli?
Indeed.
Clorand said Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to Risley. So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Meripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette. But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Wonderful.
Long way. Not that far though, kind of in the middle. Open eclipse. Hey, I can teleport to the fountain. How convenient. Well, I deleted 160 gigabytes of videos and games. Doesn't seem to spend anything. Notice that the speech isn't showing up either. Let's see if it's... I don't know why this automatically turns itself off. Why? Oh, why? Another quest they're trying to get me on. I'm gonna skip that one. Whoops. Fell for it. What are we to do now, boss? The filming's not done and the camera's lost. Alright, stop sighing. Didn't we go post a commission at the Adventurers Guild? There's only one thing we've got left to do today, that's to wait. Yeah, but our half-finished film is still in the camera. Even though the machine's pretty hardy, if the film gets damaged, then what film camera? Well, didn't I say help was coming? As I said, all we have to do is wait. And when did the Adventurers Guild get this efficient? It seems like some Fontanians aren't that slow going after all. Hello there, adventurer. You must be back for the commission to help us get our film camera back, right? We were attacked by monsters over there. Can you please hurry? I didn't accept any commission. I was just passing through. Oh. Then that's fine. It's all fine. I knew the Adventurers Guild wasn't reliable. Adventurer, would you like to accept an emergency commission? Pays real good. That sounds fine. Great, fantastic. I need you to go over and help us get our film camera back. We'd be in your debt. Alright, feed all the monsters and get the camera. How about there we go. Where's my infrared up there?
I'll catch up.
Oh, that sea green? No.
Someone needs assistance.
He must be in his office.
someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
It's you. It has been some time since our last meeting. Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neverlet?
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
You give him a quick summary of everything that happened.
I see. Thank you for informing me.
Did you deliver the gifts?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
I have to hand it to Clorant. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
I was just passing through. It was merely an act of convenience.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not. This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
About that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Ah, that explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
This is a stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness. As a tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text. During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts, so I decided to have a go. We joked with Clorant some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
Ah, so that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the Fortress's showroom.
Surely there's no need for such a grand gesture.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
That sounds good to me.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion. If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
I'd say same leeway, and balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one. After all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home. Seeing as I was free of responsibilities for the morning, I decided to depart at once.
How was it?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
Wow. What a big ladle.
That's a ladle? I thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
It's amazing.
Really? You like it? To tell you the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve. Around such an important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order. But I'm afraid this is all I can offer. If you'll have it, that is.
You made it by hand and everything. Can I really keep this?
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Then I accept.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, that reminds me. Pass along the advice for Nervalette's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself. That sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world. But now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have told you that. Alright. I want me to go back to Chaoying Village. I wonder why. City route. Should make sure that I'm doing the right mission because I want to do the temporary ones first. Balance is in the water. Okay, it's not a temporary one, so I cannot do that one right this second.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
do festivities first. Fever, I don't think I got it. Yeah, we need to get these first. We want to get all the way. We've done these, we've done some of these, and we have not done some of these. Iridescent clouds. Storyteller. Am I close to there at all? I feel like. Alright. It's a new world. So much exploration.
I'll catch up.
Alright. Esteemed guests, I, the apprentice storyteller Shanshu. Perhaps you heard the tale that goes something like this. In the beautiful night of Lantern Rite, flaming lights once danced across the sky like glowing brushes. Like a majestic scroll. Paimon didn't quite catch that. Flaming lights painting in the sky? That's not something ordinary people can do. Even if you had a kind of airship, there's no kind of mysterious paint that can just hang in the air like that. Sounds like a seriously exaggerated analogy. Surely not an ordinary painting. Talking about fireworks. Anyway, the protagonists of the tale are none other than you two. The renowned mangler whose fame has spread throughout the land, and his companion, Paimon. Huh? Why is it suddenly about us? Perhaps you have already forgotten, but this time last year accepted a commission from the adventurer Qian and participated in a special speedrun challenge. That speedrun challenge is illuminated by the glow of fireworks, a sight most majestic and splendorous, seen not off-scene. Now that you mention it, Paimon kinda remembers that we helped some promoter from the Adventurers Guild. It was nothing really. She said she wanted to use the event to recruit new members. No idea if it actually worked though. I guess something like that might have happened. So what's your point? At the time, I was drowning my sorrows in liquor near the Wangshu Inn, and as I looked up, I saw your silhouettes framed by the fireworks. In a moment, the sadness from flunking the exam, my confusion about the path that lay before me, it was all dispelled in a flash by your radiant figures blazing bright with vitality. So I pulled myself together and continued my research into folk tales, and thus came to Shenyu Vale, drinking deep of my favorite subject. I must thank you for the encouragement you gave me. It's not just me. Many were moved by your splendid silhouettes, joining the Adventurers Guild and finding new direction. But Paimon never imagined anything like that. We didn't even notice anyone watching at the time, and didn't even think us joining in a little race could inspire other people. When you put it like that, it's kind of embarrassing. It's good to see that spirits have improved. Congrats on getting it together. To run into you today is truly my good fortune. There is one thing I would like to ask. In addition to expressing my sincerest gratitude, please pay your radiant glory onward and continue to inspire even more people. Though we aren't nearly as great as you say, you've got a good idea going. If we can cheer up more people, we're in. Though now that you mention it, just what should we do? In accordance with usual practices, I used Qian Racing Challenge as a reference and teamed up with other adventurers inspired by you. We've planned a brand new activity, Iridescent Cloud Strike. There are many wondrous things here in Shenyu Vale, including a strange carp whose power allows you to travel most swiftly. All you need to do is vault over valleys and mount the mountaintops with your nimbleness, showing your vibrant dynamism to all and sundry, just as before. Easy peasy. Of course, beyond the more I've prepared as a token of appreciation, we've prepared a variety of other rewards to express our gratitude. Such paltry gestures pale with the hope that you have gifted to so many and the excitement your past deeds inspire. But that's not all. In the future, we will find more chances to repay you. Hey, you're too kind. We'll keep on journeying and helping out those in need along the way, even without any rewards. But after hearing you, we're even more inspired to keep on adventuring. Let's give this iridescent cloud striding a try. Okay, this one's in a weird place. So navigate towards that. I wonder if I can swim on this water. Seems a long distance. Nope, it's my regular energy, so I'm going to drown if I need to. Oh, there's something in the water. Let's just see. Oh, it's a bird. Sweet, so shallow. It's not so bad. You can do it, Paimon. I don't know, it's shallow here. Tea tree slope. Hello, Mr. Sheep. You look like Ganya with your horn.
I'll catch up.
Alright, now we're off the map. Okay, during iridescent cloud storage, you must reach your destination, collect as many lotus lanterns as possible. Lanterns present, points deducted if you pick them up. Fireworks ones will explode. Okay. Cunning plans picked up pearls. Cunning plan, cash advance, firestorm. Okay, cool. Alright, Xiao is the best at flying because he's got that special one. Let's see ya. Rest for a while. Perfect moment for the challenge. RB, which is what the? that left is right. Challenge failed. What did I do wrong? This game stinks. Alright. I need to find a target. I got lost on this. There's the final target. What was on top of that? 4,000 gold. Hey. Take it. This one's called Feeling Frustrated. Finagling Frustrated. Alright, let's heal. No, let's just go. Okay, so you don't need to use this guy. He's got all the fire powers on him. Okay, this is a long walk. Let's look at that. It would behoove me to walk towards the shiny thing along the water.
Someone needs assistance.
Alright, cunning plan. Takes out to score more points. Oh. Ominous ones turn into tranquil ones. $3,500. Broke my 3,000. I'll take it. This is a totally new area. I'm gonna have to go after that. Maybe if we go this way. Let's go this way and wake up that thing on the way there. We can do this. We're going into the unknown area. Target. Safe point up there in the sky. Another one over there. Try to forget to make What's that stuff? Oh no! Wrong button. No. Die. Oh, I need to hurt.
I'll catch up. Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Your water cheek.
Someone needs assistance.
numbers flashing around the screen. They're right there. What is that? Is there a bottle going on? How are we doing? You almost there? Oh, we got a long way to go. And we're going north by northwest.
Someone needs assistance.
Ooh, That's the Great Wall of China here. Scorched notes. If you're reading this, congratulations. You've fallen foul of a trap set by the Millilith many centuries past, just like I have. Whatever you do not believe a single word on the inscription upon the mechanism. Oh, I locked myself in a room. Well, that's not good. Here. I'm trying to hurry up. Alright. So, investigate. Open tower gates. Okay, so that's how you close the tower gates. Oh, still alive. Set off explosion, self-destruction, do not. It's gonna open tower gates.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Spirit heart. Wonder what that means. Open tower gates. You tricked me. Ooh, big crystal. Anyway. Check the map. Still gotta go northwest. I see it. Now we have a red light. Follow the red light.
Someone needs assistance. I'll catch up.
Dodge this! What you got?
We're almost there.
Someone needs assistance.
Sounded like a robot's transformation. During combat. Alright, look at that map. Qishang Wall. And we're still looking for this thing, which is right back to the east-south. East by southeast. Hey, we get Xiao back. There's that. It's definitely a robot. Present the jade at dawn, in glorious halls at dusk. Scent of fragrance, wafting east, incense towards the west, bring an altar of sacrifice. Shiny red. Okay, so it's a puzzle, you have to collect stuff. Cool. Continue onward. Aha, that might be it up here. Yep. Let's see it. There's a save point right behind you. Let's grab it. Ta-da! Desolate Foothill Shrines. Cunning plan. Pyrotechnical amusement. Fireworks, lanterns, golden carps leap, double points. Okay, so look for the circle. Fireball. Get all of them. Oh, 3960. Yes, we did. Okay, another new area. I don't know where we are, but actually I think we're here. Oh no, we're way up here. Okay. Let's go to here and go. We can get 2 save points on the way. Ooh, got a teapot. Hey, we got somebody next to us. What's he gonna do? We're taking and giving. Where's my safe? It's just way down there. I'm gonna stay. this the right one? Well, let's get this out. They all are so similar. Well, that was quick. Wow. The highest score yet. Ooh. He launched me somewhere. Of course, I don't even know where I'm facing. Oh. Need wind down there.
Worthless!
Okay, so are we almost there where we're heading? Yeah, just east. Transport over.
do not stop for the ring. Move.
How'd I do? 3,000. Nailed it. Alright, how are we doing overall? Did we get our new competitor, or new person? $11.40, absolutely. Okay, so we get any new character. We can get Gaming, Yao Yao, Xinling. I think Yao Yao and Gaming are the top competitors. We'll go with Gaming.
Hey, boss. The name's Gaming. I'm a guard from the communications office. So, all this needs shipping, right? No. You grab a seat and have some tea. I'll get these packed up for you, no problem. It'll only take me a minute, then we can get the delivery scheduled. Oh, and if you ever want to book a wushu dance, me and my crew are available in a heartbeat. The troupe's called the Mighty Mythical Beasts, and I'm the head. Not to brag or anything.
He talks fast. Scholarly gift. Claim outfit. Oh, this is a new outfit for Sheen.
The hero's valor ripples through his robes. His garments steeped in the spirit of the bamboo groves.
Huge upgrade. Okay, and a tiny bit more, we get a crown. Crowns are definitely good. We'll try to grab that. Alright, let's go. This one a couple more. We need 60 more points. 50 more.
What do you think?
Can't ascend him quite yet. He's a C6.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me. Boring!
Dude of legendary deeds, positively glowing. Looks like you're raring to go, ready for a round of just wushu dance? Yes, I will have this dance. Rock on, have fun. Can't do that one. Oh, we have to, I think, win first place on this one to get to this one. Prepare.
Get out of my way!
Valor lost due to danger zones. How are we doing on points? Did we get the last two? Might have gotten them all. Or all that I need. Alright, I got the last one, got the crown. Da 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 da. Awesome. Cool. Alright. Well, let's see. Still be another point if I keep doing this. Okay. Let's look and see. We were in the middle of Hunter's Profits. Go to Novelit's office. Return to speed to myself. We're back in main quest here. see if we can get anything else before the Milan and Super Bowl.
You're here! Finally! Is something wrong?
Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
Like I said, I've already explained everything.
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously?
like
You're
I wanted to
questioning me
sleep.
like this is a
It's
court
bedtime.
case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 featured different images that seemed to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
Did you that firecracker? You pumpkin?
So
No.
you've been watching me all this time, have you? I didn't think you were that type.
Her
Well,
clothes are
since you
similar
know
to the
about my
ones that we
secret
just got
investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it.
for, Xianchu.
There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead.
Not what we said a few
Just
seconds
trust
ago.
in me. You're Archon, and
future.
do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine.
No, Farina.
That's all I have to say.
Not fine.
We do not discuss this matter again.
Like 7 people just died.
opera's about to start. Toodles!
I know somebody just like you, Serena. Oh. She just saw that we were there. Slow
Did
motion.
Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. Huh. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
Seems deeply troubled. She seems to be deliberately hiding something.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh! You noticed! Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. We need to make her understand how dire the situation
Everyone in her
is.
inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh? Like what?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can. If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In that case, we will need help.
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
Oh, I think I know who to call. A few days later, on a boat somewhere in quiet Poisson. Poisson? En Poisson. Sebastian. A few months later when this loads. There we go.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what families should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
We're gonna play chess and capture the queen.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus. Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake. A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind. I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, Monsieur. If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Kind as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need. If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
So are we going hunting together?
We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate. But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god, a being whose seat is an exalted throne.
That's right.
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
Lauren's hunting metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You will not call this a hunt because it's not what you actually should do at present, nor has the relationship between you and Farina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secret she's keeping. Attempting to take her secrets is an act of sacrilegious disrespect. What must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking into the waters as foretold in the prophecy? There is neither hunter nor prey, but there must be a trap. That is what you will need. Okay, well, this is probably a good cutting point. I don't know how long this next stage is going to be. I'm going to go biking before the Milan and Super Bowl Milan game. Let me double check, see when else is on. We can read. Maybe we got Leany Honey. Maybe. Yep. Leany Honey's on. Alright, our new follower. Let's go right here. Have a wonderful weekend and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. See you guys next time.